the bronze back here, so I'm coming in front right here and blending backward all the way around. Same thing with my chin. I got the bronzer right through there and there, so I can come right above it, just right above it. And it just adds a little bit of pink to the face. This is my absolute favorite. And last but not least, for fallout, I like having a small dual fiber F55, and it's dual fiber means it's a little more dense down here and loose up here, and so it's very easy to flick off any fallout on the sides of the nose or under the eyes, like out here. Just flicks right off. Under the nose, flicks right off. Some people use this to apply their cream foundation. Some people use this as for their dusting powder. This has really got a lot of uses actually. But I like to use it for getting just like a fan brush almost. And it's also great for doing highlighter. So let's just say I did do a little bit of the pink highlighter that was in here right on the top. And that's this one. It's got some flicks in it, and I don't really go that much, but we will today just to show you. This is the pink highlighter right on. Never get right here in the crow's feet if you're older, or really anybody, because highlighter highlights. You can do the end of the nose. See how that added just a little bit of shimmer to Cupid's bow. And the very bulbous part, top, not down here, top of the chin. And I choose either this brow or this brow. Don't do both. It gives a little bit of a shimmer up there. Some people do through there, but again, you've got wrinkles here. I would not highlight them. Now let's just say I really want to go highlight. Then I would do, because this has got a little bit of highlight to it, a little bit of shimmer to it. And it can be used as blush or eyeshadow. So again, this could be a full face palette just because of all that it has. And then that nice, and look at these big, huge squares of product. And that nice big mirror. Well, let's just say I'm going to touch just a little bit and tap it off. And just do even right a little lower right there. Right on the end of the nose. Cupid's bow right there. Just a little bit more highlighter. It's just a nice shimmery, can you see? Youthful look. Favorite palette. Y'all know I use a lot of different palettes. I also like their blush palette, which I have right here. And I could have used that as well. And again, you could use this as a full face palette, except it doesn't have the dark color for your brow and lining your eye. That's kind of more rust colored than dark. But I mean, it's got a light pink, a dark pink. It's got a peachy gold pink. It's got kind of a darker rose, like the rose bronze look. Again, kind of right in the middle. I'm going to stay back there. I've already got a little highlighter on it. But yeah. And you could use that as your base because it's a white for eyeshadow. So I mean, these two palettes are really fantastic palettes. I love them. And that's it. That's the brushes I absolutely love and the palettes I absolutely love. We did try out this new look for skin, and I wouldn't say it looks flawless. Y'all comment below if you think that technique that we used in the first part has given me this flawless skin look. Because the other thing that I do like to use is, if I'm not putting on lipstick, is I do like to also use lip balm. And you know what, I'll save that. I'll save that until we go through, you know, what I like to use for skincare. Because lip balm would be included in that. So we'll save that for that. Because what I was going to say is now I need to put some lip on because I'm just looking so washed out without my liner and my liquid liner and my lip balm. I mean my lipstick. It's just the Chanel. Can y'all say it? Soft Rose. Mm-hmm. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I love this stuff. It smells like chocolate. Love it. I'm really far away from the mirror. If you're wondering why I'm being so close, I wonder if I'm even close. Here's a little short mirror. Yeah, it's pretty good. Really pretty good. There we go. What do you think? I love this color. It just goes with everything, y'all. You can get it on Chanel.com. Soft Rose. Color 40, is that 46 or 48? 48 Soft Rose. Absolutely love this. And they were out of it, not about had nervous breakdown. And what it was they went from a round barrel to a square barrel. Just like when they were out of my 22 Beige Rose Velvet foundation. They went to the same bottle. It's just what they did was the top is matte finish, and so the shiny black is matte finish on just the top now. So these are my two. I have to have these. I'm just going to go ahead and continue finishing my face and tell you what else I have to have. I have to have liner. I like it on the inner part, and I love the IT Cosmetics No Tug Waterproof Gel Liner. It goes on so smooth I do not even have to hold the skin, pull the skin down to go in there. I think it's my favorite all time. But there's another one I like really almost as much. And that is the Tarteist. And it has a crayon liner on one end, and it does a great job, almost as good as this, if not as good as this. And what I really like is on the other end, it has kind of a thicker felt tip pen liner, and I will show you that difference. This is thicker, and that you see it didn't take much to get a really thick line, and that's what I really like about it, just because it makes it easier to get it done. And I just do little dashes. I go in front of the line I just did and then go back to it to make all the little dashes add up to be a line. And just make sure you get literally lay it on the lash and then just make a dash like that. And that just fills in these little skin spots where you see cream colored skin. There we go. I just try to close it. And sometimes I'll use the tip end if I want to come all the way in. Okay. And then the other one that I like, this will make it look a little different. It's again, these two together are my absolute favorites. This is the IT No Tug Crayon Liner. This is the DHC Liquid Eyeliner. Perfect Pro Makeup. It's the EX. And it's got an actual brush, like artist level brush. It's so tiny. And it can do very thin lines. If I mash down though, I can make it thick as that. But look at the difference. Look how thick that one is and how thin this is. So if I want to make it thicker, I have to really work with it and build this little end triangle down here. Because it's so thin. Just look, I mean, you almost can't even see it. Except it does its job. I mean, it lines. But if you don't like a lot of liner, but you want liner, this is the one for you. And if you want to build it up, after you make your line, then you just go back over it and build it up in color. I mean, it's a black. I mean, it's not a charcoal, it's a true black. It can go all the way in so easily because it is not a pen, it is an actual brush. A tiny, tiny little brush. So it has flexibility, whereas the other one has almost no flexibility. So it's a little harder to work with. But again, I can get a tiny little tip end because of that. And I'm mashing down a little harder to kind of even up to that one. And I'm just going to build it, go a little higher. And bring it down. So I can make it look like that one. This one's a little more inky black. Almost like a black matte. You see? And this one's just a little more elegant, to be honest. But it is really nice having the pen right here on the other end. So this is a good one to keep in your purse, like for touch-ups or if you miss it or whatever. Also, this does a better job of getting right in that right in that inner area. But see how black and matte that is, and look how this is a little more subtle. So I'm going to have to, again, build it up a little higher to come right above where I did it. So it'll look bigger. And bring it down a little more. So that's the difference. Okay, and then now all I have to do is use a eyelash curler and one of my favorite mascaras, which right now I've got so many, to be honest. I'm liking the Chanel again. Probably my all-time favorite right now is the Rocket Volume Express, but I also do like this Unlimited mascara by L'Oreal. So I like both of these a lot. And y'all know one of my all-time favorites used to be was this CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume mascara. So, I like lots of kinds. And if I don't use waterproof, then the one that I like the most that's not waterproof is the Thrive mascara. Because the comb and the formula together, they're just incredible. And especially if I'm like working from home or something like that, where I'm not going to, you know, I'm probably going to take my mascara off a lot quicker. Either I won't wear it, I'll just go with liner like right now, or I will use a non-waterproof, because I'm just going to be taking it off in a matter of hours versus a whole day. I really do not know what to think of this finish, y'all, of doing my makeup by putting the powder under the primer under, and then putting the foundation on top of that. I feel like it's putting too much on my face, to be honest with y'all, and so I don't know. I don't feel like my face looks especially perfect in the skin finish, which was the whole point of that whole thing that we did earlier. So I don't know. By the way, whenever you use your eyelash curler, always wipe it off good with a towel, not a tissue. Tissue adds a lot of fibers on there, and when you're doing like that, it gets in your eye. Those fibers will get in your eye. Okay, so for right now, I am going to use the Maybelline Rocket Volume Express waterproof, and always tip it out, and then come from the outer, root to end, to the middle, root to end, and then use the tip end to kind of point these, kind of go all the way down the little hair first,